Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Cannon, and for theater I have to gather a ton of props. Now, I hear the uneducated asking, what is a prop? And the definition of a prop is actually far more versatile than you might expect. But in its very simplest form, a prop is anything that an actor uses while they're on stage. An example of a prop would be the famous skull in Hamlet, or a knife used in a murder scene. But take a look at this chair, for example, or this bed. The actor uses it, but it could also be considered set. This is where things get really complicated with the definition. Here's a couple of cool props we've been gathering recently. We got this sick typewriter. We've also got this super sick music box that I've been printing. This was actually a mess up, took 40 hours to print, and then got bumped and messed it up. But it's 3D printed. I think it looks pretty cool. I mean, this isn't actually a prop, but I thought it'd be pretty cool to show you it anyway. Well, that was fun. Anyways, for the complete works of William Shakespeare, which is a comedy show we're doing, we need a very special prop that you can't buy at a store. And in this video, we're gonna be making that very special prop. So pack your backpacks, because we're going on a field trip. Welcome to the kitchen. In Romeo and Juliet, there's a part where one of the characters is poisoning themselves. And to do that, we're going to be having them eat a Tide Pod. I'm just kidding. Do not eat these things. Do you know how many people are hospitalized from eating Tide Pods? I mean, I don't know, but I bet it's a lot. Just don't eat these things. It is so bad for you. And if me telling you not to eat your literal laundry detergent isn't enough for you, Poison Control reported that in the years 2012 and 2013, over 7,000 cases of young children eating Tide Pods were brought to them. That's right. 7,000 kids are eating their laundry detergent. And by the year 2017, there were 6 deaths. You, please do not eat these things. And YouTube, please don't take this video down. You can't eat your laundry detergent, but what you can eat is gummies that look like your laundry detergent, and that is what we're going to be making today. So the first thing we're going to need for this project is some Tide Pods. Then we've got this silicone rubber stuff that we're going to need to make the molds for our gummies. So the first step to this is you scoop out equal parts, and then you mix them together, and this part was super satisfying just watching the color switch over. After a second of mixing, we get this weird slimy Play-Doh consistency, and we're just going to press it onto the top of the Tide Pod so we get all the details. After letting it sit for a long time, we got a lovely mold of the top of a Tide Pod. After doing the backs and letting those sit for a little while, we are ready to start making our gummies. Alright, quick pause in the Tide Pod video because we've got Mr. Beast bars. We're going to tell you our honest opinion about them. Here I've got Jenessa. Are you okay if I say your last name?
Nope.
Okay, I'll bleep that part out.
Privacy
and Porter.
Lindsay.
Oh, he's okay with it.
Publicity. Let's crack this open.
Alright, so we've got the 3 flavors here. I think this one's almond, and then this one's the crunch one, and then this one's just the regular. So which one do you guys want to try?
I want the crunch one, unless it's dark chocolate.
They're all dark chocolate.
Heck yeah.
For those of you who don't know, Mr. Beast just released a new chocolate company called Feastables, and these are supposed to be healthier because they only have 5 ingredients. Yeah, that's right, and they're all dark chocolate. I've got the original here.
I've got almond chocolate.
I have crunch. I mean, am I allowed to say that? Like a brand name?
So the cool thing
I
about
want to sing the song.
these
Whoa.
bars is they've got a little tiny share piece at the top, and then the rest is Devour, which I think is pretty cool.
Oh, did I open from the bottom? Cheers.
Cheers.
The Dwayne Rock Johnson song?
It's about drive, it's about power.
We'll get demonetized.
Hungry, we are out.
Put in the work, put in the hours, and take what's ours.
Mmm. That's delicious.
Not very crunchy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I like the crunch one a lot, actually.
Crunch one's the best one.
Mr. Beast.
We're gonna get a lot of video of us chewing.
That's nice. Sorry. Mr. Oh,
I'm just a little bit surprised because usually creator brands aren't very good, but I actually think this chocolate is pretty decent.
Tastes like chocolate.
It really does.
I think it's better than like Hershey.
It's
The
better
crunch
than,
one.
It's
The
better
crunch
than
one
Hershey's
is
dark
good.
chocolate.
Yes, I can agree with that.
It's not better than a crunch bar
I didn't
though.
know Hershey made dark chocolate.
I'll be
I want more
honest.
of the crunch one.
Yeah, me too.
The crunch one's the best one.
Thank you.
All right, let's get back to making gummy Tide Pods. Before we do, I have something I need to confess. All that footage you just watched was recorded about 3 weeks ago, and I left on vacation so I didn't have time to finish it. When I got back from vacation, I was so ready to finish recording this video and get it posted. It was then that I realized that I had memorization deadlines. So I spent pretty much all my free time for the last 2 weeks just memorizing. But now I'm finally memorized for all those shows and ready to get back to making gummy Tide Pods. For this part, I brought my dad into the kitchen, Brian. But don't worry, you can call him Dad. Next, I attempted to find a gummy recipe for the Tide Pods. I looked up a couple, but all the videos were age restricted. I ended up just signing into my mom's account because I don't care. Just don't eat your laundry detergent. So we got all our molds together that we made earlier and threw them into the freezer. Next, we have to make our Jell-O mixture. Now, for this we used blue and orange Jell-O as well as some gelatin. Let's get cooking. I'm just kidding, we used the microwave. After we made and mixed our blue and orange mixtures, we had to fill up the molds using a syringe. We left that chill for a little while, and the last thing we had to make was the white mixture. For this we used sweetened condensed milk and gelatin. Oh yeah, during all this I realized we also needed to make a human head pie, so let's see how that's cooking. After the orange and blue stuff was all hard, we decided to pour in the white stuff, just in a hole that we made in the top, and let that sit in the freezer for a little while. After it was in there for about 2 hours, we unpeeled the mold and it looks pretty good. The blue and the orange are a little frozen on top, but that'll thaw out and it looks really good. So now the Tide Pods are done, so we just have to finish the pie. Now that is disturbing. All right, we're done with props for a little while, and thank goodness because that took absolutely forever. If you're confused about these props, you should be, and if you're not, I'm concerned. But you'll have to come see the show to find out what they're used for. I'll tell you the dates in a future video because I honestly don't remember. Anyway, thank you for watching this video, and I'm sorry it took so long to get out. So, do you remember a couple videos back when I said I was planning on doing a tour of the theater? Well, I haven't had enough time to for so long that it's almost done, so I don't know if I'll do a tour because you can just come see it for yourself. Right now we're planning on the opening dates for Anastasia being the 23rd of March. That means you have a chance of seeing the new Liahona Theater we've been talking so much about this month. Sometime within the next 2 weeks I'll hopefully be making a video about the Tech Week of Anastasia, just showing you a bit about the show and inviting you to come watch it. Until then, I'll see you guys.
And then it's not removed, so.